Hello and welcome to another Starcraft 2 beta commentary. This is a 1v1 between BlitzKnight as the red Zerg versus his enemy, Sheekthief as the blue Protoss. It's on the map Desert Oasis and it's cut right towards the last 10 minutes of the game. Basically because this is when things really start to hot up, because it has been a long game. I have looked at it and it's been a pretty good game, to be honest, but I've got too many things to upload, and this is like the main part really, the last 10 minutes of when things crack on. And the sort of tension of the game starts to really spill in, and BlitzKnight and both BlitzKnight and Sheekthief must be feeling a little nervous at this point, because what's happened is both players have done very well, taken over various points of the map, but I believe that the Protoss has won the battles mostly with his army. He's got the larger army to finish off, so BlitzKnight doesn't have much choice but to try and destroy the Protoss' army, otherwise he is going to lose if he just goes for a straight up battle with Sheekthief. So he has to try and destroy the Protoss' buildings, so this is what he's basically doing. Now neither player has an expansion on the island, as we can see, so it's all on ground, it's all accessible by ground units, so really the Protoss is trying to do the same and destroy Sheekthief is trying. Sorry, it slows down sometimes. It's really irritating. That FPS has dropped right down, but for whatever reason that is. Yeah. So Sheekthief is now trying to finish off BlitzKnight's buildings, and vice versa. And it's not looking too good for BlitzKnight unless he can find the last few Protoss buildings. I mean, he has a nice army, but I don't think that's going to be able to take on what the Protoss has. Those Colossus will absolutely rip up the Hydras, and the Stalkers should take care of the Roaches, no problem. So really, this is all down to BlitzKnight being able to find that last building. We have pylons over here. I believe you can see that. Yes, you can. But when you get to this sort of point in the game, this is like 40 minutes. The game is 41 minutes long, right? So when you've had this sort of much time to play a game, you put a lot into it, and you start to panic about losing it, and then that's when you start to lose control. You need to try and keep your focus and concentrate on where it is that the enemy could be, and try and focus on all units dotted around your map. Now he's going to go back and check the expansions by the looks of it, and my FPS is going to drop again because he's doing this. Thank you very much, BlitzKnight. You're causing my FPS to drop. Right, and yeah, so let's have a look up here. So the Protoss is scouting around. He might well be going back. It looks like he's aiming to go up to here. He tried to do a patrol. What you need, a blink up onto the cliffs, but that can't be done unless you've got an overseer air unit that can see the top part. So I'm getting really frustrated with this FPS. Look at that. It's just so clunky and chunky. Seriously, sort yourself out, man. Right, so we can see BlitzKnight with a fair few hidden hatcheries. And this will stop him from being refilled as well, if he has hatcheries on the map. Whereas, basically, Sheekthief should be revealed, as far as I understand it, because he doesn't have any nexuses down. Or nexi, however you want to say that. Now, BlitzKnight has got a good slight advantage there, because he's able to take on these Stalkers without the Colossus. But now when the Colossus are getting close in there, it looks very bad for BlitzKnight. He's going to have to try and run away if he can. Nope. It's been denied. That was a very nice blink by Sheekthief. He's now denied the Zerg from getting away. And that's pretty much almost all of the Zerg's units gone. So BlitzKnight has only got, I believe, 5 Roaches left. And 1 Hydralisk really to go and destroy anything. It's got a few Overlords and Overseers, which are still going to be quite handy for scouting around the map if you ever get into this situation. 1 Hydralisk is already taking care of that pylon. Hatchery has not been found. Oh, that was some nice blinking by Sheekthief. Very nice. There is a kit. I can't show you how to do it, but you may well have seen it or you may not. But if you basically click a whole selection of units and then click blink and then to say here, they all do it. And then if you try to do it from here and then click over there, only so many are going to make it. But if you sort of do the shift click thing, which has existed from Warcraft 3, which is absolutely awesome, sort of shift click to there and shift press B onto here, that way all of your units are going to make it onto the other side instead of some of them getting stuck. Right, so we can see a couple of expansions. Looks like BlitzKnight might actually be able to keep himself in the game if he can actually make enough use of that rich mineral field. I assume he's going to be trying to do that. But is it going to be denied? It's going to be unfortunate. Can that be seen? Oh, this is so slow. What the hell is going on? I'm literally looking at my fraps meter. It's on about like 9 to 15 FPS. Freaking awful. So Sheekthief is starting to panic now because what seemed like an easy win for him with these this Protoss army is starting to look a bit grim, because maybe he's thinking, what if I can't kill the rest of his buildings? What if he manages to get back into the game somehow? Because that's what I'd be thinking. The game went on this long. There's a lone drone there. Oh no, not lone. He's got a few buddies trying to get some rich mineral fields there. Wow. So, I guess I'll speed up the gameplay a bit because it looks like both players are aimlessly wandering around for the last few remnants. In fact, before I do that, actually, I can actually show you one trick, which is for the sake of BlitzKnight, even though you should be able to see this, or possibly see this, I'm not sure because it's sort of blackened out on the screen. With these creep tumors are absolutely awesome because you can see as long as they still exist, you can see the units around, enemy units, so you can see BlitzKnight can see Sheekthief's units, but I'm not sure if you can really see that. I mean, it does show me on my screen that you can see that, but I'm not absolutely certain. But you can see that Sheekthief is hanging around this area because that's the only pylon he has left, I believe. So, whilst BlitzKnight has quite a few buildings left around, at least a couple, Sheekthief is really stuck with only one pylon that can be destroyed pretty darn easily, even with only by 5 roaches and 1 hydralisk, so he can't really leave it unguarded for too long. So one thing I was going to show you is if you press Alt-T, look at the minimap. This is looking from BlitzKnight's point of view. The only blue I can see on the screen is this, and over here. So if you press Alt-T, which toggles the display of the minimap terrain, that way it's a lot easier to see in a panic situation like this where your enemy is hiding buildings. But I mean, when you're in the heat of battle and all this sort of stuff, it is hard to concentrate and keep you cool. I understand that, so a little tip for you, just press Alt-T, make your life a lot easier. It's a lot clearer where all the units are on the map. So here we go. Looks like the pylon is about to get discovered for real. Roaches go. Where is no, where's Sheekthief? He's too far away. He's not going to make it. Oh, only a few stalkers left behind. Ouch! Absolutely ouch. Those Colossus that could have guarded it quite easily were nowhere to be seen. But he didn't know how many units that BlitzKnight truly had left, so he didn't know whether to bring his whole army with him or not. But there you go. I mean, it's easy to say from a commentating point of view, because I could see both the players' armies, that Sheekthief should have left like the majority of his army by that pylon, but he couldn't possibly have known, because if he did decide to go scout around with the other half of his army and then lose it, he's pretty much almost lost the game from that point. So in his head, he probably wasn't going to take that risk. But this was certainly a risky situation. I'm sure it was very tense for both the players. BlitzKnight just found that last pylon and finished it off. Even though he only had a couple of hatcheries left, that was all it needed. So there you go. The tip for this lesson, or the lesson for the day, was press Alt-T if you really want to see where your enemy's units are dotted around the minimap. It's a lot easier, as you can see. Right then. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, rate and comment. Bye bye.